Let's start. First start now. We back at it. No, this video is not about what's on the screen. That's for entertainment purposes only. In this modern time that we live in now, everybody got kids, everybody having children, everybody wants to have a baby of their own. Kudos to that. Are we raising children? Are we raising kids? Majority of people will pop up in the first thing that pop in their head. Duh, you not raising kids. You not raising children. That's the fucking problem. Why are we raising children to become adults and we're not raising adults to become more productive citizens in this society? We're raising kids to become grown children. Majority of the people that's out here in this society that we live in now are grown children. Even some of the people that came before us and the generation before us, it's a lot of people that's in their 40s and 50s and they still have a childlike mentality. And guess what? A lot of those people that's in their 40s and 50s have children that's my age or younger, and then they children have children. So then if you have a childlike mother or a childlike mentality of a father and they raised you to be a child, and they raised you as if you were only going to be a child. We weren't about people smoking weed around their kids. We weren't about people cussing around their kids. We weren't about people not whooping their kids. When in reality, it's people out here doing way worse to their children. Or, matter of fact, it's people out here that's doing way less for their children. So hold on, what you mean? It's people out here that's not giving their child the benefit of the doubt. Like, hold on, what you mean? Why you give the benefit of the doubt for what? As far as the way that we raising our children, I don't look at my daughter as a baby. I know that she's at that stage, but I look at her as who I would, what I want to see her when she becomes 18, 21, and so forth and so on. If we got everybody out here raising their kids like kids, treating their kids like kids, this is why we have a society of grown kids out here doing and indulging in all of this negative and backwards activities. So hold on, what you mean? If I raise my child, let's say for the first 13 years as if they're a child, and then I'm gonna raise them for the next 5 years as if they're a young adult. So that means I raise my child more to be like a child longer than I raise my child to be like an adult. Because most parents and most people that's parent, they don't start treating their children a certain mature way until they become a preteen or a teenager. And then they start to give you more responsibilities as far as go wash the dishes and go cut the yard, goddamn clean up the bathroom, make sure the kitchen clean. All of this dumb slavery, backwards ass shit. But we ain't teaching them nothing. We talking about we teaching them responsibility. We teaching them responsibility for a fucking system that can raise the rent price at any fucking time. So you teaching us how to take care of some shit that we ain't built. So we don't know how to build our own infrastructure. We don't know how to take care of our own goddamn creation as far as getting the land, building your own house, building your own agriculture, resources, a little sustainable farm. We don't know how to do that shit. Guess what we know how to do? We know how to take out the garbage and wash them dishes after your mama cooked this nasty ass beef stroganoff ass meal. What are we really, who are we raising? We're raising kids. Like I said, if I'm going to treat my child like a child for the first 13 years, and then from when they turn 12 or 13, then I'm going to start giving them more responsibilities Not financial responsibilities, not environmental responsibilities, but slave mentalities, responsibilities. All of this shit that we say is our responsibilities in this backwards ass society is wrong. I'm not saying that you don't shouldn't do it, but you should know always know in the back of your head that this is wrong. This is not the natural way of living. And if you don't have that thought in the back of your head, you won't instill those thoughts inside your child. So in return, your child gonna grow up in this world thinking that they have to make it to a certain position in this world to live life. So now we got people tailoring how we can live our life to the fullest because of the system or the infrastructure that they have placed in front of us. This is my life. Yeah, that's what I definitely want to say too. A lot of black people, a lot of black women, a lot of black people in general frown upon abortion. They say they pro-life and not pro-choice. It is what it is. People can like me for whatever I got to say or not. But I genuinely feel if you in a position and you don't need to have kids, more kids than you can already not take care of, why in the fuck would you continue to have kids just because you believe in pro-life? Bitch, you pro-death. How's that pro-life when you bringing more life into this world that you can't even goddamn teach nothing, train it, or instill any resources or leave any resources behind? So you're pro-death. Majority of the people that say they pro-life and they frown against abortion and all this other stupid ass shit, these are the same people that fucking cry and boo-hoo soon something go wrong in the society. Soon women are getting brutalized by men and all this shit, and then now they ain't they're not pro life no more. They pro death because now they want these certain individuals to goddamn have consequences, or they want them to be disciplined. But guess what? The same pro life and the same life that you let all of these young women have the choice to, matter of fact, gave them the illusion that if they abort a baby, they going to hell and it's killing the baby and all this shit. Man, if I knew I was going to be born and my mama was going to be a little fucking 21-year-old Instagram fucking hoe and she already got 5 kids and I'm the last one. So she already got 5 kids at 21, 23 and I'm the last one. Bitch, you should have aborted me. I don't want, fuck all that. You should have aborted me. I don't give a fuck how much potential I might have in the future. You should have aborted me. Know why? Say, damn, why you feel like that? People don't know the potential in their children. People don't even do no real due diligence and when they naming their children. People don't even do the homework or where the name stems from. People study giving their children these watered down, passed down as hunky ass motherfucking last names. Hey, and I ain't racist, but for a lot of our last names come from white people. But guess what? We continue to pass that dumbass shit down. Oh, I'm a Smith. I'm a Harris. I'm a Douglas. I'm a Johnson. We all come from different fucking plantations of systematic mental enslavement. This is why we mentally enslaved when we don't even have our own names that we give our children. I guarantee my daughter never have I guarantee my daughter nobody never have a last name like that. So how you know? If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I know. There's a lot of people that, let's say, shout out G Herbo. He named his one of his sons Yo Son. I ain't really never heard nobody else name Yo Son. He named his other son by the other girl Essence. Exactly. From where he is at. So to each his own for whatever they're doing, but it was more creativity. It was more originality to that. People, we think we're naming our children goddamn Pontiac and Cavassier and motherfucking Cadillac. We're naming the motherfucker Porsche. We naming the motherfucker fucking Bacardi and tequila and shit. Really? We so goddamn stupid, and then as soon as we can't think something outside the box, we go back to the original shit. I'm gonna name you Takita. I'm gonna name you goddamn Jamaica. Ain't nothing wrong with none of them names, but what do they mean? What are the history behind those names? Everybody name actually genuinely means something, and if you break the etymology down about your name and where it come from and where it stem from, your first name, if you got a middle name and your last name, and put it all together, you will find out who you is and what you was meant to be here for. So I'm not saying that none of these we should have been named none of these things, but we don't even know what our names mean. My real name is TV Lastafra Sadna. That's what my, it's not my government name, but that's what my government name means. It said, no, it don't mean TV Lastafra Sadna. No, I broke the phrase of what my of what my name meant and broke it down into syllables and made my own name. This is what you should be doing as well for the future. If we got all of these goddamn Tonys, Bobs, Sammys, goddamn Mikeys, Andys, Darnells, you hear me though? Marcus, this all we got. And guess what? We go and name our children these same shit that we don't even understand the root of our name. So this is why a lot of us don't know where we come from and where we going. And this is why we continue to have children and then we against abortion, but we don't even know why the fuck we was born. But then now you against abortion when you don't even know why the fuck you was put here. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just here because God put me here, shit. I'm just here to do me and go to heaven. So now we going to heaven because you got motherfucking 10 kids. You got damn all about different motherfuckers and you pro-choice. So now you going to heaven because you made the choice not to abort none of them motherfuckers, even though you knew for a fact you couldn't take care of them. So you know you going to heaven now. Nigga, if I was God, nigga, I'll be striking you bitches down. And that's a fucking fact. You said you're going to create my creation and then you can't even take care of it and you know you can't take care of it and you know you can't take care of it. That's like me opening up a goddamn mechanic or car shop. I'm the only one that worked there because I just started, so I don't got nobody else. And then just so happened when I open it, I get 10 people say they want their car done. And I goddamn take all of their fucking money and then goddamn I don't got to promise them nothing. I take all their money and say, yeah, I'm gonna get it done. Somebody gonna goddamn get the shit into the stick. Somebody ain't gonna get the best quality of my work. Because it's only me, first of all. And I done took on all of this other shit when I ain't even took care of the first fucking car that pulled up. But I done took everybody, all the other 9 cars' money. Said, yeah, I can fix this. I can fix your engine. I can fix your tires. So now I got tires to fix. I got the goddamn wheels to fix. I got brakes to fix. I got transmissions to fix. I got alternators to fix. I got oil changes. I got flat tires. Come on, man. We can't do all this shit. You can't do all this shit. Each individual child is a different working part of a car. So if you do got 10 kids, it should be a well-oiled machine where they all complement each other. But in today's society, man, I got goddamn 4 sisters. I got 3 sisters. We don't complement each other. We don't complement each other. One of my sisters got a different daddy, and 2 of my other sisters got a different daddy. I have a different daddy. We don't complement each other. Most of us that have relatives in this world, we don't complement each other. Check it for me. La Soto V, the iced coffee, yeah. So what happens when we don't compliment each other, and then once we don't compliment each other, so we don't know how to be complimentary to each other. So then when I go out and have kids, they don't know how to compliment each other because I never knew how to compliment my sister. And not talking about compliments, no. As far as being an asset to my sister and my sister being an asset to me. We're not assets to each other in this world anymore as far as family. We don't know how to utilize each other. Most thing that we can get to is using one of our another one of our family members, but we don't utilize them for the potential that they have because most people can't see the potential that anybody has that's around them. So when I say, are you raising an productive adult, a thinking adult, a hard-headed adult? Most people don't want to raise no hard-headed kids. Say I'm wrong. Most people don't want to raise no hard-headed kids. Most people want to raise sentimental kids that they can beat. They say, hold on, no, I don't want no sentimental kid. I don't want to have to whoop my child, but I don't want a hard-headed child either. So you don't want a practical and rational and realistic child. Why are we not raising hard-headed individuals? Why are we raising sentimental children? Because in return, if you raise a child, or if you raise your child to be a hard-headed adult, they'll be more practical, they'll be more rational, they'll be more realistic to the things that's going on around them. But since we grew up and all our parents was calling us hard-headed and saying don't do this and don't do that, and your ass hard-headed. But hold on, you calling me practical, rational, and realistic. So in return, they're not raising us to be practical, realistic, or rational. So in return, they're raising us to be children. Because the children has sentimental values. My daughter has sentimental value for things that she feel like she should be able to do and don't do. So this is why children cry more than adults, because they have more sentimental value for the shit that they don't actually know is good or bad for them. So this is why you have to train your children to know the thing that's bad for you. I don't care if you feel sentimental about it. You're not gonna do that. So you got to be more practical and rational about the things that you involve yourself in, even as a baby. TV the star, for the star, nah. I'm gone. Appreciate it.